Arne Slot and Liverpool. Let's go to the Times. David, Liverpool set sights on Slot. €10 million fee could be enough to bring cup-winning Feyenoord coach to Anfield. Paul Joyce reporting here in the Times. David, what's your understanding of the strength, the connection with Slot? And it seems like a lot of people suggesting that he's a close fit stylistically and personality-wise to Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah, he's definitely a strong candidate. I think he's gone to the top of the bookmakers' lists, and our information is that he appears to be the first choice now, and that's being reported in a lot of the papers. You mentioned Paul Joyce there in the Times, Chris Bascom in the Telegraph, and multiple others as well, all very well-sourced journalists. Arne Slot does have the credentials. He completed a surprise victory in the Eredivisie league title last season with Feyenoord, first or one of the very few titles they've ever won, and surprising the likes of Ajax and PSV Eindhoven. PSV Eindhoven have got the better of them on this occasion, but they did win the cup on Sunday. And he's building a really good reputation. He came very close, it seemed, to getting the Tottenham job last summer. For whatever reason, he decided against it. And I think finances were a bit of an issue as well in terms of paying what it takes, because I don't think there's a release clause in there. And that will be something Liverpool, if they decide to go for him, will have to get their head around. We've heard figures maybe even a little bit higher, and they will drive a hard bargain because they don't want to lose him. But this, hopefully, if they go forward with it, will give the Liverpool fans and the club a little bit of clarity. It doesn't sound like it's a foregone conclusion just yet, and they're going to have to talk further. I think there has been contact, we're reporting on The Athletic tonight, between Liverpool and Slot, not yet between Liverpool and Feyenoord. So a bit of a way to go yet, and I'm sure Liverpool will still have other candidates they're looking at. I've reported in recent days that Ruben Amorim, many had talked about him, but my information is that's very unlikely. But it's not closed, and they've got some time. Richard Hughes, as the incoming sporting director, Michael Edwards, CEO of football for Fenway Sports Group, will want to conduct thorough interviews with the help of Will Spearman, the director of research, crunching the numbers, and get this right. Not the populist appointment necessarily, but the one that is most appropriate in their eyes to lead Liverpool forward and continue to be competitive and successful. And they want to be brave in this decision. Maybe that is Arne Slot.
Yeah, big call, isn't it, after nearly a decade of Jurgen Klopp. Telegraph sports supplement, Martin, front page. Liverpool makes Slot #1 target. Chris Bascom, as David says, reporting alongside Jason Burt here. Dutchman emerges as main contender to replace Klopp. Up-and-coming Feyenoord coach is Guardiola disciple. What is there conjecture here, Martin, in terms of the style that maybe Slot follows? Because I've read other pieces suggesting he plays more of a Jurgen Klopp heavy metal style. What's your understanding of that when they look at the data around the Dutchman? Because that seems to be key to Liverpool's approach.
Well, yeah, it does seem to be. I mean, I saw one of your previous guests talking, saying he plays sexy football, to use those sort of rude hula.
Yes.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you can see why Liverpool would like that. I still think it's quite surprising because, you know, he has had success with Feyenoord. He's shown he can sort of operate on a smaller budget than Ajax and PSV. But you would, to me, that would be somebody like you. You know, you would expect that a manager like that to go to Brighton and Hove Albion, for example, because that's the sort of person they're looking for. I am slightly surprised that Liverpool have identified that he is their sort of favoured candidate. You know, they will have much more experience and better people than me to make those sort of judgments. But you know, from a sort of a bystander's point of view, I am slightly surprised.